Blood 101 and blood types. First, let's start with the red blood cell. The red blood cell is able to hold on to oxygen because of a protein called hemoglobin. In this diagram, the blue circles off to the sides are the oxygen molecules. The yellow circles are the hemes. The blue circles inside the hemes are the iron molecules, and the pink and red squiggly lines represents the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin binds to oxygen, allowing cells to transport throughout the body. Another complex protein that is located outside of the cell membrane are antigens. Antigens are like identifying markers that allow immune cells to protect against infection. The white blood cell, or immune cell, is able to identify the body's own cell without attacking it and confusing it as a foreign body. In this picture, the red circle represents the red blood cell, the blue and green rectangles represent the B and A antigens, and the black circle with lines around it represents the white blood cell. A and B antigens are the two main types. They determine the 4 blood types. Alleles are sections of DNA, also known as genes. These genes are the code of instructions for how to build antigens. When the allele does not code for either an A antigen or a B antigen, the person does not make an antigen and will have O blood type, where there are no antigens present. Every individual has 2 alleles, one from each parent. If the 2 alleles that you inherit from your parents are different, one will override the other. For example, if you get an A allele from your mom and a B allele from your dad, both alleles are dominant, so your blood type would be AB. If you get a B allele from your mom and an O allele from your dad, your blood type would be B because the B would override the recessive allele of O. This table shows how genes are passed down from the mother and father to the child. It can be hard to understand why some of these will form O blood type. If you draw a simple Punnett square, it can help explain. For example, if the mother and father both have A blood type, the other allele needs to be O for the child to have the possibility of having O blood type. It is important to know your blood type because if you're receiving a blood transfusion and are getting a blood different from your type, your white blood cells will not be able to recognize the antigens and will attack the cells, and that can potentially lead to blood clotting.